Okay, your ex has realised they have made the biggest mistake of their life. That's what I heard. And you need to be prepared because this person's going to come back in. Okay, let me just shuffle this and get a couple of cards, all right? They will never compare to you. Wherever they've gone, whatever they're doing, there's no one like you. That's what I was hearing. They have made the biggest mistake of their life, okay? This could have been a while ago. I want to treat you the way you deserve. So they have recognised they treated you poorly, that you might have been an option, or they were juggling you, or you just treated you like an accessory, okay? I'm sorry that I wasn't what you needed me to be. Yes, it's a very, very strong energy that this person has been working on themselves. I'm really going to just dig deep in messages as what they'd like to say to you today. Have a quick peek at the past. I want to have a look at the past today. Because I really want to see what they were doing in the past, what the past energy was, that they've realised that they've just made such a mistake. And then we will see the best possible outcome and anything else that comes out as well. So just while I'm shuffling now, oh, I'm going to take that one, that's flown off, I'll pop that there. While I'm shuffling, I hope you're well, okay? I hope you're okay wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Thanks for watching, thanks for your comments, it's really kind of you. If you'd like my help, you'd like a reading, all you have to do is click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Check it out, the website, everything's on there, and also check out the $1 reading as well. Right, hang on, I've got two. I just thought I'd have a peek at the one that fell out. Let's have a look. Let's see what the overall message is here. Righty, righty ho. You could have had radio silence for a while from this person. They definitely haven't told you how they really feel. In fact, I would say they've completely either ignored you or erased you from, you know, the face of the earth or the face of their reality. What they would like to tell you is their life is not as together as it seems. Okay. And they've been burying themselves in either work, friendships, to forget you, okay? The middle card's interesting for me today. I know I was a distraction from your pain. At some point, whether you realised it or not, your ex never felt good enough. Okay, they always felt that there was some pain that you were carrying yourself, personal pain, maybe from a past relationship or some event that had happened in your past that had made you sad, caused you grief. Deep down, your ex never felt that they were totally the focus of your attention. Okay, now this probably isn't even the case, okay, but it's just a message for you so you know what part of their problem was. But they have been overworking, over partying, overdoing something, just trying to forget you. Why have they changed now? What's going on? Why now? Why have they suddenly decided that they can't forget you? What's happened? Something's happened. Have you been manifesting them? Have you changed your energy? Let me see what the tarot's got to say. Any clues? They've realised they were foolish. They've realised that they took a leap of faith with something and it's all gone dreadfully wrong for them. They've realised that with regards to your relationship, it was totally poor judgment on their part. And they've made a mistake. The Fool's in reverse. they've realised they've made a mistake, and specifically the new beginning they had, or the new life they thought was going to be exciting and carefree, and maybe there was going to be some travel, or you know, maybe they were going to have a new beginning with someone else. No, this person is still very much in love with you. It's always you, okay? It'll always be you. Yeah, within their environment at the moment, there's a lot of other people around them. Okay, other people around them. And there's a lot of conflict. It's the Five of Wands. There's a lot of conflict that's in their energy. Disagreement, struggle, opposition. Yeah, there's someone who's very assertive and territorial around them. Yeah, and also in their environment, they're in the Two of Swords energy, so they're just trying to ignore it all. But I think that's what's happened. They've been hanging around, just pretty apathetical, totally discontent with life, playing the victim, realising they've made a massive mess of life. And they've just been sitting on the fence, really. They're trying to ignore all this chaos that's going on in their life at the moment. There's the Ten of Wands here as well, so there's a lot of problems. A lot of problems going on. But for some reason, your ex, I feel, has just had a wake-up call with the Fool. Okay. There could also Ten of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Wands. Are they arguing about finances? Is someone arguing about property, inheritance? It's a family card. It can be a family thing. It doesn't mean, you know, when I say money, people can be arguing over £200, okay? And the whole family can just be arguing for arguing. But I feel that your ex doesn't feel welcome in this environment, or they feel like they've outstayed their welcome somewhere, okay? What's under that, please? Yeah, they've been feeling pretty hopeless of late, your ex. You know, very despairing. They're feeling a lot of distance between you. It's hitting home, okay? And also the bored. They are bored. I will throw that out. They are bored. And let's see what else they'd like to say to you. I see your side of the story. 3 cards. Oh, reunion. Okay, that's the first one out. We will always come back to each other. I believe you will. This might be for one person today, but I believe you will always come back to each other. Sometimes, you know, we go our separate ways. People go their separate ways. And there's always, when you look back, you realise why. Okay. I don't want to run anymore. No. It's you. There was, I can't think what, there was a film, I think it had Julia Roberts in, something to do with, was it a pizza parlour? God, I bet I've gone right off, and I don't know. But I think she ended up going back to the one that she was running. Like every wedding dress she had on, she put these running shoes on. Let me know in the comments, because I can see her in the wedding dress, but I can't remember what. That's the sort of energy I'm getting. It's you. It's you. It's all about you. And it's come out again. I see your side of the story. Yes. And that one, please. I'm struggling to find the right path at the moment. So, yeah, with that Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, they definitely don't want to be there. And there's definitely some conflict regarding a legacy of some sort. Okay, there's definitely some conflict with that Five of Wands. I want you to be part of my future. Okay, this person's coming back. I mean, I don't really need to look at that. I'm just going to have a little look at the past. I won't be a sec, and then see what else. Past, please. Two of Swords again. That's interesting. Did you have periods where you didn't speak to this person, or there's something in the past, right, between you both? I call it the elephant in the room, that never got truly addressed. Now, this could mean that you tried to get this sorted, but you didn't get anywhere. Okay, and I feel that's where I see your side of the stories coming from. All right, I do feel in the past that your ex just buried their head in the sand. I've got the 8, I've got an 8 here, but I feel they could have just been more focused on work, career, money, or just a generality, burying their head in the sand and ignoring what was going on over here. But definitely the 2 of Swords, though, you could have felt at times you're walking on eggshells, not so much around your ex, but around a situation. Possibly that 10 of Pentacles in reverse situation with the 5 of Wands, okay? Problems and energy that came part of the package when you two got together, but unfortunately I don't feel that your ex was addressing what needed to be addressed. A conversation needed to be had, and instead of having the conversation with you, they became quite drawn in. You know, they closed their heart down and they just refused to see it. They've seen it now. Okay, whatever it was, you will know what I mean. They have seen it now. The blindfold's off. And also with you, they met their match. Okay. I always think the 2 of Swords can mean that 2 people are equally strong. Okay, they met their match with you. Yeah, your ex in the past, I think what they'd like to say to you as well is they could be a little bit self-centered, and they quite often did close down. You know, like a crab. You're never quite sure what they're doing because they're moving sideways. Kind of a bit of that energy, okay? And they would like to say to you with this card here that, I'm not saying they're a social climber, but they wanted to be recognised for something, or maybe it was a job or something that became more important than your relationship, okay? They were chasing status a little bit, but again, don't we all at some point? You know, don't we all? But they would, I feel like, to say, I'm sorry for that. Yeah, and in the past as well, I've got someone who meddled. It's a court card, it's a person, it's not you and it's not your ex. It is the Page of Swords. So there could have been an air sign, and the Page of Swords can be a younger person. You could have had children from separate relationships. It could be a child, or it can just be someone who is gossipy and likes to get the gossip, but then when they gossip about you, they've actually made most of it up. They're just a bit childish, and they don't know when to keep their mouth shut, and they're a bit of a shit stirrer. Not always intentionally, okay? Not always intentionally, but I feel there possibly was, and this person caused a fracture in the past. There was something unexpected that fell apart in the past as well, possibly around this Page of Swords, that also caused either you to move away from your ex or your ex to move away from you. Yeah, did somebody relocate? Did somebody relocate? Or I'm just hearing the word ultimatum as well. I'm hearing the word ultimatum for some reason. A few more cards and then we will get to the best possible outcome. Yeah, in the past they were quite greedy and inconsiderate. Like most of us at some point in life, I don't feel this is toxic, okay? I really think this person loves you. But for whatever reason, I think it's our beliefs, isn't it? And as we're brought up, we do chase status. You know, we can chase status. But your ex knows that. We want to admit it. Yeah, and also they'd like to admit that at times they were not looking to settle. Now, I know that by the Fool energy. That's why they realise they've made the biggest mistake of their life, because they were in the Fool energy who's just, oh well, no plan, no this. Oh, that looks interesting. Let me just blow my whole life up. but the player cards here, okay? So they do regret that. They do regret looking at other options, okay? But they're watching you. Detective cards here. They are watching you, okay? But it can mean digging for dirt. And I feel that's linked into that Page of Swords person. That other person. There was somebody else in the past who could have been digging for dirt on you, okay? Let's see. Let's have a look at the outcome. Ace of Cups, reunion. After a period of sadness, there will be a reunion. Okay, now by reunion, the Judgment's here. So, reunion, sort of judgment, it means that they want a reconciliation, they want to talk about the past, and they specifically want to talk about how they let you down in the past and how they became self-absorbed about this issue and wouldn't take their blindfold off, okay? They wouldn't accept something and they wouldn't recognise that that issue needed sorting. But judgment means that they want an opportunity to know, literally, are we at the end? Is this over? Or we're at a crossroads now. I'd like to get back with you. I'd like to offer you the Ace of Cups, especially if you've been apart for over a year or so. And I'd like to wipe the slate clean, and I'd like to come back. They are a little bit nervous though that you might not be quite as receptive to start with, okay? But I believe this person genuinely still loves you, right? Yeah, they're very sad without you. They're very, very sad without you, okay? Nothing compares to you. Nothing. There you go. That's you, Queen of Pentacles. That's how they see you. You know, just lovely, warm, stable, dependable, kind, generous with your physical time. You would help anybody, okay? And also, the Queen of Pentacles, just before we wrap this up, a meaning for this can be, if you were in a long-term relationship or married to this person, they will always come back because you are that Queen of Pentacles, okay? But you get to choose. Three of Cups. They'd like to meet up with you. They want a reconciliation, right? They want a reconciliation. Ace of Pentacles, yeah. They're hoping if they make you an offer that you will accept it, all right? So there you go. That is a very positive reading today. Very, very positive reading. I feel this person genuinely cares about you. They genuinely love you. I think the situation, either with the Page of Swords or that, you know, there's some legacy or some family issue that they're going to get resolved. Okay, so they're not going to drag that back in. And there you go. You'll get your message, Page of Wands. All right. It'll be a happy message. Happy message. Might be in August. Okay. But it will be a happy message, a cheerful message. No pressure. You two were good friends, you know, weren't you? It's like even if you didn't want to reconcile, you will have a friendship again with this person. Okay, the water will be well under the bridge, and whatever you choose to do with this energy, you will be comfortable with it. Okay, so I'll leave it with you anyway. Take care, lots of love, speak to you soon.